For over a quarter of a century, it was more than just a video game. It was a digital stadium, a universal language spoken with controllers. It was the soundtrack to our weekends, the source of legendary rivalries, and the creator of unforgettable moments of glory. This is the story of how a simple game with a new perspective grew into a global cultural phenomenon. This is the evolution of EA Sports FIFA. Our journey begins in 1993. In a world of top-down football games, a challenger emerged. FIFA International Soccer presented the sport from a bold, isometric angle, mimicking the feel of a real television broadcast. It didn't have real player names, but it didn't need them. For the first time, a football game felt grand. It felt important. By FIFA 95, real club teams had arrived, and the game's world expanded dramatically. But the first true revolution was yet to come. That revolution was FIFA 96. With the leap to 32-bit consoles came the leap to real-time 3D graphics. And crucially, thanks to a license from Fifth Pro, it had real player names. Suddenly, you were controlling the legends you watched every weekend. This was followed by FIFA 97, which refined the experience and introduced a beloved feature, a fast and chaotic six-a-side indoor mode. The foundation was laid. But it was FIFA Road to World Cup 98 that cemented the franchise as a legend. This was an odyssey. It featured every single international team recognized by FIFA at the time, a complete and grueling qualification mode, and an opening theme that became an anthem for an entire generation of players. It wasn't just a yearly update, it was an event. Through FIFA 99's smoother gameplay and FIFA 2000's introduction of classic teams, the series solidified its reign as the king of digital football as we entered a new millennium. The PlayStation 2 era marked a new golden age, an era defined by control and personality. FIFA 2001 gave us the first shooting power bar, turning every shot into a deliberate act of skill. A year later, FIFA 2002 applied that same logic to passing. The game was demanding more from its players. But it was FIFA 2003 that gave the game its swagger, with freestyle control. The right analog stick became a magic wand, allowing players to pull off silky, incredible skill moves. Combined with iconic, genre-defining soundtracks, FIFA wasn't just a sports game anymore. It was a cultural tastemaker. This era also deepened the experience off the pitch, with FIFA 2004 introducing the first truly immersive career mode, letting you guide a club from obscurity to glory. With the arrival of the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, the focus shifted from flair to physics, from style to simulation. A new game engine, introduced with FIFA 07 and refined in FIFA 08, brought smarter AI, more realistic player momentum, and unpredictable ball movements. This era also changed our very perspective on the game with the Be a Pro mode, locking you to a single player to live out a full career. This innovation naturally evolved into pro clubs, an online haven where you and your friends could finally form a real team, each controlling your own pro. FIFA 10 is often hailed as a near-perfect entry, primarily for introducing 360-degree dribbling. This single feature untethered players from the old 8-directional grid, making movement feel truly fluid and analog for the first time. But just as players were mastering their offense, FIFA 12 changed the game forever. It introduced the player impact engine, creating dynamic, physics-based collisions that were messy, realistic, and completely unscripted. And even more critically, it introduced tactical defending. No longer could you simply hold a button to home in on an attacker. Defending became a strategic art of timing, positioning, and patience. It was a difficult but necessary step toward true simulation. Yet, throughout this entire period, a different mode, first introduced quietly in FIFA 09, was beginning its meteoric rise. It was called Ultimate Team. The concept was digital gold. Collect cards of your favorite players, build your dream squad, and test your creation against the world. What started as a simple add-on exploded into the very core of the FIFA experience. The thrill of opening a pack, the strategic puzzle of squad building, the high-stakes competition of FUT champions, it became a year-long obsession that redefined what a sports game could be. As we entered the era of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, realism reached breathtaking new heights. FIFA 14's Ignite engine made stadiums feel alive. Then, with FIFA 17, came the switch to the powerhouse Frostbite engine. This not only brought a massive graphical overhaul, but it powered the journey, FIFA's first-ever cinematic story mode, following the career of a fictional rising star, Alex Hunter. Technology was now driving narrative. This era was also marked by a monumental and vital inclusion. In FIFA 16, women's football made its debut. The inclusion of 12 international teams, authentically recreated with unique animations and player models, was a landmark moment for the franchise and the sport. The game was finally beginning to represent the entire world of football. The quest for authenticity continued. FIFA 19 secured the coveted UEFA Champions League license, weaving its iconic presentation into the fabric of the game. And on the pitch, new features like timed finishing added another layer of skill gap for competitive players. But the game also looked back to its roots. FIFA 20 introduced Volta Football, a spectacular return to the fast-paced, skill-focused world of street football, a clear nod to the classic FIFA Street series.
In its final years, the focus became absolute realism. FIFA 22, launching on a new generation of consoles, unleashed hyper-motion technology, a system using machine learning from real 11 versus 11 matches to create thousands of new, fluid, and context-aware animations. Players moved, shielded the ball, and battled in the air with a realism that was once pure science fiction.
And that brought us to FIFA 23, the culmination, the final chapter. It refined hypermotion, delivering smoother, more realistic player animations, and expanded women's football to include club teams for the first time, a landmark for representation. It was the last game to bear the iconic FIFA name, closing a 30-year partnership that defined a genre. The whistle blew, an era ended. But the beautiful game never stops. Reborn as EA Sports FC 24, the legacy evolves under a new banner. FC 24 builds on FIFA 23, introducing Hypermotion V for even more lifelike movement, enhanced by volumetric data from real matches. Playstyles add unique player traits, making stars like Haaland or Mbappe feel distinct. The game doubles down on Ultimate Team with deeper customization and cross-platform play, while Career Mode gets richer with dynamic storylines. Women's football expands further, integrating into Ultimate Team with mixed squads. From 1993's isometric pixels to today's photorealistic superstars, the journey remains remarkable. It's never been just about graphics or licenses. It's the last-minute winner, the perfect team, the shared passion for the world's game.